All that glitters is not gold. CC lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. So last time I uploaded a sit down video. It was about the 10 things I like about living in Korea, but as we all know, nothing, no one, and no place is perfect, which includes Korea. So today I will tell you 7 of my least favorite things about living in Korea. Number 1, I would have to say the air quality. There's this common misconception that the reason the air is so bad in Korea is because of China, and while that's partially true, if you Google and do like research, or I think I've seen YouTube videos about the fact that Korea actually does emit a lot of its own. There was this channel, Asian Boss. I love that channel. They went around asking people in Korea like, so what do you think about the air quality? How is Korea doing with their air standards? Do you blame China? That sort of thing. And a lot of the people also believe that it's only because of China, which, like I said, that is partially true, and that does have a lot to do with it. But even walking around, like, you see these old trucks that leave like a cloud of smoke in their wake, like from the emissions pipes. I don't know the technical term. A lot of smoke coming from older cars, and I don't know how related this could be, but a lot of people hear smoke. It's really hard to avoid the smell of cigarettes in Korea. Like, passing by on the street, you do see sometimes they have like a smoking box, where like you have to go in this box if you want to smoke. Going to clubs, everyone's smoking. There's actually a story I can tell you guys about. Well, not really a story. The last time I was in Hongdae at Sabotage, we don't smoke. None of my friends smoke, and we like to go in the back by the air conditioners to like at least get the smoke away from us. But then you have those inconsiderate people who are in the back just right in front of the vent, and they're just letting it circulate. At the air conditioners, they have like a guard or a gate on it because they don't want people to like adjust the temperature and adjust the airflow. So there's like a gate on it, so you can't really get in there. But I'm sitting there like like visibly disturbed, and some stranger, he was a really nice guy, didn't say a word to me, but like he saw me and my friends like, oh, like they're uncomfortable, so he like reached his arm in there, and I don't know how he did it, but he angled the vent down so we could get some relief. We're just and he taps us and he's like look at the vent. We're like, oh, kamsahamnida, thank you. So then to show gratitude, my friend Zoe, when she brought back shots, we're like, give him one, but he actually didn't drink. He passed it off to his friend. Anyway, that was like a unnecessary thing to say. But when you go clubbing, you'll see signs that say no smoking, but then you'll see someone smoking right in front of the no smoking sign. It's really hard to get like a sense of fresh air, because not only is the air bad and like people are smoking, but then you get like the sewage smells. It's kind of hard to get like fresh air. Now in my town, I'm in more of a countryside, so here it's fine. And like last week when we went ziplining, that air was amazing. The 2 seasons where it's the worst though is spring and summer. I already hate spring because I have really bad seasonal allergies, so spring is already a nightmare, but combined with the air dust, the air quality, whatever, it's not cool. Since I was 22, I've been getting tonsillitis like once a year. I know I should get them taken out, but I'm scared. But since I've been in Korea, I've gotten it 4 times. Once last year, actually on Namjoon's birthday, and I had to miss school. This year, the week after my birthday, back in spring. Again over the summer in July, and again last weekend. So you know how LA is kind of known for its smog and its poor air? Even the worst day in LA is like a mild day in Seoul. Also, you'll see people walk around with like surgical masks, like breathing masks or whatever. And a lot of times people do wear it casually because they're not wearing makeup and they don't want to be seen. But a lot of times it's because the air is bad, and if you're like sensitive, then you need that mask. And there's actually a lot of apps to help you track down how bad the air is on this day, how bad it'll be tomorrow, that sort of thing. And a fun fact, sometimes Namsan Tower, the colors glowing at night will reflect the scale of the air. Like if it's green, then it's a good day. If it's like red or purple, then it's a bad day. So sometimes if you don't know how bad the air is, then you can just look up. But I will say, a lot of times if I'm on the bus like from my town to Seoul and I don't check the air and I'm kind of looking around and like hazy, I'm like, oh, I think it's a bad day, I should have brought my mask. Number 2, I would have to absolutely say the driving in Korea. Now, I'm not trying to be racist, I'm not trying to stereotype, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but driving in Korea is wild. 23 years of my life in America, I've never been in a car accident. I've been in Korea almost 2 years and I've been in 2. One was on the bus last year, and it was funny because I was on my way to work and I told my mentor teacher, I was just in a car accident, I'll be late. She didn't ask me, oh, are you okay? She said, how late will you be? She didn't care if I died. And the second accident was in a taxi earlier this year, back in like January, I think. I was in a hurry to go back to the airport because I had to go back home to Jeju. It was like, you know, none of them were major accidents or anything, but like the taxi driver, he didn't check his blind spot. He just gets right over into the right lane, hits a car. I mean, I just hurt my shoulder a little bit, but it was funny because like the taxi driver was telling me like to stay, like to, you know, get looked at by an ambulance or something. And I was just like, no, I gotta go. Like, you're not gonna reimburse me for this flight. I can't miss my flight. So I'm just like shoulder in tow, finding another taxi. So I didn't have time to be injured. But like, I've noticed Koreans on the road, they do this thing where like, it's like a game of chicken. Like if there's an intersection and there's no stoplight, I've never seen a stop sign in Korea. There might be, I've never seen one. But like they do this thing where they play chicken, where like the 2 cars are going and eventually one stops and lets the other one go. I've seen so many pointless, crazy, and dangerous vehicular maneuvers, and I'm just like this can't be life. Like it seems like a joke. Like, you know how it's rude to cut someone off on the road? And at least when you do it, speed up, you know? Like, don't be that much of a dick. But people here, they'll cut you off and then go in slow motion after they do it. I've seen so many, you know, accidents just in passing. I've seen people run red lights. They totally disregard the light color sometimes. Like, it's terrifying. And the fact that seatbelts aren't even strictly enforced here is just like, wow. Again, I'm not saying that all Koreans can't drive. I'm not trying to make this a race thing. I'm just saying what I've noticed on the road since I've been here. The driving here is very different from what it is in the States. Like, yeah, people in America can't drive either, especially in like Jersey on the turnpike. But here in particular, you see, like, even like when, like crossing the street and I'm waiting for this car to come, and then like he's like, oh wait, no, I'm turning left, and I'm like, you could not have just turned on your blinker so I would know that? Or like watching people try to make a U-turn and they're all on the sidewalk, and the fact that they kind of just drive and park on the sidewalk at will. And there's so many scooters around because there's so much delivery service. I think that's pedal, delivery, fast food and all that stuff. So there's always scooters on the road coming at you. There's always trucks and cars in these tiny back little alleys. The roads are very dangerous in Korea. Number 3 would have to be being stared at. Okay, as a foreigner in Korea, you get looks. I mentioned this before, how sometimes they'll take pictures of you. They stare like they don't know what you are. Like, not even about race, but like they look at me sometimes like I'm not a human being. Like they're just like, it amazes me. Like, I'll be on the bus or the subway and someone sit next to me in his phone or just looking up, not paying any attention to me, and then I'll see like an ajumma next to him just reach around this dude and just to look me right in the face like. And not only are the subways already depressing for me because no one smiles on the subway, like I said before, and you know, it's dark, no one's happy, but like the stares I get on the subway, I hate it. Like just casually in passing, people just kind of like, I've never been looked at like, what is that? Like, not even my race necessarily or my ethnicity or nationality or whatever, but they literally look like they don't know what kind of creature I am, and it's uncomfortable. And like, it makes me self-conscious because I'm like, is there something on my face? I got a booger in my nose, don't I? Does my hair look weird today? Unless, you know, I feel like 100%, I know I did, like, I'm wearing a really cute outfit, or my makeup looks amazing today, my hair looks good. Unless I feel totally great about myself, like, no one wants that extra attention of people just, or like telling other people to look at you. Like, they'll elbow another ajumma and be like, oh, look, and I'm just like, really? Like, your eyes weren't enough? Number 4 might be a little weird because I came to another country, so this is what I should expect, but I really miss diversity. And I don't just mean like racially. Like, I know Korea is a homogenous society, but like, I just miss, you know, differences in like thinking makeup styles, body shapes, heights, skin tones, like just that aesthetic of like seeing differentness. Like, and I'm not trying to say, like, this video is probably gonna get me in trouble a little bit because you can't make everyone happy. Somebody's gonna be in the comments like, that's racist. I don't mean that they all look alike, and I don't mean that all Koreans think the same. I'm just saying, you know how in America, like, we have different standards of like style and different trends, and like there's more individualism in the States, at least from what I've noticed. Different skin tones, body shapes. People are curvy and that's beautiful. People are skinny and that's beautiful. People are tall and short. People have curly hair, straight hair. That kind of thing is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel kind of weird being that foreigner that gets excited when I see another black person, because I'm like, oh, a black person. I never thought I'd be that foreigner that gets so excited when I see another person of color or another foreigner. And like, I think one of the main things I mean about this is like the standard of beauty here. Everyone has like the same look they strive for, especially the women. They want to have like really skinny bodies, like really skinny, really pale, like ghostly white, big, somewhat unnatural eyes, a really small face, and it's like the same makeup style. Like, and I'm kind of guilty of that too a bit myself. Assimilation maybe, I don't know. Like, just walking around, you see billboards of the same idea of what you should look like, and after a while it's just like, it's too much sometimes, you know? And like, there are different like niches of looks, I guess. Like, there's like the hip-hop look, there's like the model look, the girlfriend look, the boyfriend look, but it's like the same sort of cutout. Even older people, like ajumas and ajashis, it's like a rite of passage. Like, when you're like 60, you have to get like a curly perm. Like, I kid you not, on my bus route to work every morning, you see every woman has like the same hairstyle. They're wearing like the same like loose work pants with the floral patterns, the same like vest. Like, everyone just starts to dress and act the same. And it's again, I'm not saying that all Koreans are the same. I'm just saying like the style and what people strive to look like. And I guess this kind of ties into number 5, because people in Korea care about their looks way too much. Like, even when you apply for a job here, you have to send in like a little photo card of yourself attached to your like resume or your application. I do think though recently President Moon Jae-in is like phasing that out. But I mean, when you're in a country where a common graduation gift from high school is a double eyelid surgery or some sort of plastic surgery as like a congratulations, and this will help you do better in life. And obviously we all know that like sex sells and everyone cares about how they look, even when they say they don't. But the fact that like looks matter way too much. Like, I don't know how it is in everyone else's country, but like in the States, if someone is like openly looking at themselves in the mirror, or like in a public place where they're just like putting on makeup and zhuzhing up their hair and looking in the mirror just like, oh, or passing by any sort of reflective surface like a window at a store just like, huh, people will be like, yo, like, you hella conceited, like, stop. But here that's normal. Like, even the back of my phone is a mirror, because I try to, you know, glance to see how I look every now and then. People, they don't care. Like, everyone cares about how they look. They don't hide it. There's makeup stores on every corner. I can't walk a block without seeing an Olive Young, Innisfree, Etude House, Atrium, Art of Town. There's so many I can't even name. Like, beauty stores are everywhere, and they'll be literally across the street from each other. I know, okay, I'm just gonna say this now. I in no way ever plan to do anything to permanently alter my appearance. Like, no, that's scary. I'm not down for getting any sort of surgery unnecessarily, because that's how people die. Walking around Gangnam especially, you'll see people walking around bandaged face, eye patches on because they just got surgery, big glasses, like just fully, I would not want to be seen if I look like that right now. Like, no one cares. Everybody knows, like, it is what it is. You just got surgery. There's no point in hiding it. Personally, I think a monolid is super cute, and it's interesting that so many people want Western looks, like the tall, more pronounced nose, double eyelids, things like that. Number 6, oh my gosh, I don't claim to be a germaphobe or anything like that, but I like to feel clean. Bathrooms in Korea, bruh. Before I came here, I watched a lot of videos and they mentioned like the squatter bathrooms, and fortunately I've only had to use those like twice since I've been here. But usually in public bathrooms, unless you're in your home, or I think it's kind of getting more modernized, I guess, but like you can't flush toilet paper in the bathrooms here. In like your home you can. For example, at one of my schools you are allowed to. At one of my schools they say to throw it in the wastebasket. Clubbing, restaurants, shopping, whatever, like for the most part you're not supposed to flush toilet paper, which just feels so unnatural to me, because like you wipe and you flush, you don't wipe and then throw it up.
Shoot the J. Shoot it!
Also, there's a lack of soap. Like there are public bathrooms that has like a bar of soap, which how can you feel clean wiping the same thing everyone wipes knowing their bacteria is still there? You'll see like a bar, like a pole that comes out of the wall, and it's usually like blue, and you can just rub your hand on it. That's the soap. There's also like just a bar of soap that'll just be there. There are some places, like I said, when like some of the more modernized facilities, I guess, you can flush toilet paper, and there's liquid soap. I love liquid soap. If I had to give you a tip, I would tell you to bring your own multissue, which is like a wet wipes, hand sanitizer, and napkins with you, because you don't want to get in there and then find there's no toilet paper or no soap. And then I hate like watching people just rinse with water and then go. I'm just like, you're not clean, like ew. But a tale of caution, I do not use public bathrooms in like the subways, for example, because on the news recently, and I guess this has been going on for a while, people have been finding cameras in the bathrooms, like in the female stalls, in the women's stalls, and perverts like to watch you use the bathroom. So don't do it unless you really have to go. I hold it. I don't use public bathrooms. Nope. Okay, the last one, number 7, and this is actually kind of a major one for me. Personal space is not a thing in Korea. Like, you know how if someone's in your way, you say, oh, excuse me, and then they get out of your way. In Korea, they do this thing where you kind of get pushed a little bit until you realize you're in someone's way. Like, if someone needs to get by me, they won't say like, oh, 저기요, 실례합니다. I'll just feel like a push, and I'm like, oh, I must be in your way. And that's just how it's done. I'll tell you about this one time when I was on the bus. I'm like facing forward on the bus, and when it gets really crowded, it just gets really crowded. So this one girl, she had her hand like above her head on the like arm bar, I guess, of their whatever that is, and then she had her other hand like on the seat rest. So she's right next to me, like I'm sitting here, she's just like this. And then she had the nerve to wear her purse on this arm, so whenever we made like that left turn, it's swinging me in the face, and I'm just like is she serious? And like with every turn, she just closed chest right here, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like like dude. And then like walking on the street, like, you know how if someone's coming at you, you know, you'll get out of the way a little bit, or a lot actually. In Korea, again, it's like a game of chicken, where it's like who's gonna get out of whose way. And I swear, if I'm not the one that moves, then we're just gonna collide. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you see me, right? Like, you see me coming this way, like you can't just scooch over a little bit. Like we bump shoulders, scrape arms all the time. Like, people don't get out of your way here. And then if I don't move, like I saw this happen to one of my friends, where she's like, I'm not moving, I'm gonna see who moves first. And they collided, and she looked at her like she was the most rude, obnoxious foreigner for that. She was like, yeah, like she had like the nerve. But they do this all the time, and it's not considered rude. But if a foreigner does it, we're assholes. I don't get it. You know how like even on the sidewalk, like we're taught this in school, like in the hallways, you stay to the right. But here in Korea, they just walk wherever they want. So collisions happen, you're ducking, dodging, and weaving around traffic all the time. So yeah, personal space is precious to me. But in Korea, it doesn't exist anymore. And like, it's not considered rude, it's just the way life is here. I don't want to drag Korea or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys, because you guys are all in the comments like, Korea's amazing, I want to go there so bad, oh my god, it looks so amazing. And while it is really fun to be here, like it's a really cool place, it's super safe, the good outweighs the bad for me. But I just wanted to be honest with you and show you that it's not totally perfect here. There's actually way more things that I can think of that I'm not fond of here, but I'll leave it at 7 for now to let the good outweigh the bad, to stay on the bright side of things and be positive. So yeah, thanks for watching if you did. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh, and hit the little bell so you know when I upload videos, because it's once a week now. I'll see you guys next time. Annyeong!